becomes silent. And with a tremendous feeling of release, the breath leaves your body with the exhalation, along with your spirit.
Hi, I'm Alana, and this is a day in my life studying psychoanalysis in London. It was 25 degrees yesterday and sunny, and I took my raw legs out for a prance without any tights or stockings or pants. This was really exciting. There was a new episode of Smashing Security out, so I went to the Bloomsbury lunch market and I had a prance and I listened to Smashing Security, and I had a grand old time. So now we're going to Starbucks, but today I think I was going to work on my war essay, but I worked a lot on that yesterday, so I think I might work on my sexuality and consent essay. So, but right now we're going to Starbucks. I'm getting a full body lymphatic drainage massage today, which I've never had before, but I was advertised to, and like I was very forcefully advertised to. So I spent an exorbitant amount of money. Now I'm getting this full body lymphatic drainage massage, so it's meant to be like really detoxifying and stuff like that. I've never had one. I don't really know the point of it, but I suppose we'll find out. Literally, my favorite thing to do in this world is to walk through a farmer's market, listening in my earphones to the Smashing Security podcast. I actually subscribed yesterday. I was previously a subscriber, but then I think I subscribed years ago, but they had like a different like subscription way of subscribing back then. So I think like back then you subscribed through their Patreon, and I don't think you actually got anything extra. I think you just like got, like they sent you a sticker in the mail. But now you can subscribe to Smashing Security. This is the only free advertising I will ever do. Yeah, you can subscribe through the Apple Podcast app, and then you get to listen to each episode like a day early. So I've been really like resisting that because I feel like, so it's actually only $8 a month, I think. But I was like, well, it's kind of an unnecessary $8. Like I don't really need to listen to them one day early. But then yesterday I was just like fiending for it, and like it came out and it was like, oh, we're out, but only for subscribers. And so I just caved and paid the $8. But I'm very happy and satisfied with my purchase. So, and then this is a little like food market. It hasn't started yet. I think it starts at 11, but see, they're like setting it up. Yeah, so my dream is to walk through a never-ending farmer's market listening to Smashing Security. But I hate when like the people at the food stalls like talk to you and they say like, hi, do you want to try my food? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like leave me alone. Like I just want to be able to walk past all the stalls and like look at all the food, but I have to like run past them because I'm afraid that they'll be like, oh, hi, you want to try my food? And I'm like, I don't know yet. And so that's really stressful, and I wish they didn't do that. But if and when I rule the British Empire, I'm going to hire Graham Cluley from Smashing Security on a permanent basis and employ him to make daily new podcast episodes for me personally. So like 3 to 7 times a week, because I don't want him to get like exhausted. So yeah. There was actually a fire alarm here yesterday. Like I was studying in the student house library and then there was a fire alarm, and I don't respond to fire alarms because I've developed an immunity to fire alarms, but then like they literally forced us to actually evacuate. And so like the fireman actually had to like drag me away from my computer and like swing me over his shoulder and like just run out with me because I was like not being torn away from my essay for a bloody fire alarm. So there better have been a fire, but yeah.
I went to one in London just for a change.
Which one?
HTB. So Brompton Road. Yeah. So it was really nice.
In the Planchian terms, subjectivity is formed through exposure to enigmatic messages from the adult other that are only partially translatable. The ego is therefore structured around managing an internal foreignness it cannot master. There's a book I read a while ago called Dark Persuasions by Joel E. Dimsdale, and it's about like brainwashing techniques. It's about like brainwashing and mind control, and like the different techniques that have previously been used by, you know, like dictatorships and like sleep deprivation and isolation and stuff like that. And I read it a few years ago and it was so good, and so now I'm looking for a book similar to that, but there doesn't seem to be one that I could find. There was another one that I found that like sounded similar, but then when I actually went and flicked through it, it sounds like just pop psychology. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going for a prance around the Bloomsbury lunch market before my lymphatic drainage massage. Could I please get the I think that's the one I got last time. Chocolate cheesecake one.
Cheesecake.
So what's
No,
that?
this
Is
one
that
is also chocolate, but it's different texture. So it's more like a brownie, base.
This one.
This one, yeah, more like a brownie, yeah.
Is there like raspberry or something in it?
No, it's like a colouring beetroot. It's the same as red velvet. It's called red velvet cheesecake.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll try that
Yeah.
one then, please.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
No worries, yeah.
Okay, I got a cheesecake from this man. So I got the same cheesecake. No, I got a different cheesecake from him last time. Can we sit here? I think we can sit here. So, last time I got like a chocolate cheesecake from him, and he makes them all with 2 other people. And so this time I got a red velvet cheesecake. That man makes the yummiest cheesecakes. He is so talented. I'm definitely one of the sleepier men who has ever lived, but I'm excited for this strange, expensive experience, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I just finished my lymphatic drainage massage. It was really lovely. Like, yeah, it was really lovely. I actually do feel a lot lighter. Should I tell you what it cost? I actually don't want to tell you what it cost because it was financially devastating. But I'll say it cost more than £150 and it cost more than £200. Which might not seem like a lot to you, but if you grew up just like a simple farmer plowing the fields and then finally made it to the big city, like me, then it's financially devastating. And so you might be wondering like, oh, so that money, is that for like a full day worth of treatment? No, it's for an hour. I'm like, was it worth it? Look, I really enjoyed the treatment. I don't think it's for commoners. Like, I don't think it's for normal people. I think it's for billionaires and the wives of Arabs. But I really enjoyed it nonetheless. And I will be sleeping on the streets of London for the rest of this year, unfortunately. But anyway, hopefully it's worth it. So, yeah, now that's done. And now we'll venture home. I need to go to the chemist. I broke my hairbrush, so I had to go and get a new hairbrush, which was really hard and dark and sad because that hairbrush, I got it for free on an airplane when I flew here. And so, yeah, that was really hard and dark and sad. I didn't want to buy the really expensive hairbrush, so I just bought like 3 different brushes, the sum of which adds up to the price of the really expensive hairbrush anyway. But at least I have a hairbrush now. Okay, outfit change because I had a shower because I was covered in oil. She was like, okay, I'm gonna pour some oil in your belly button so that you can so it can cleanse you throughout the day. I was like, I'm not an oil plant. But we have a hairbrush reveal. So I got this one and I got this one because I like my hairbrushes to be small so I can travel with them. So I got this one and I also got this one. So am I financially ruined? Yes. But am I lymphatically drained? Also yes. So it all evens out in the end. I bought these mangoes that were advertised as perfectly ripe by the con artists at Waitrose. So I've just been like waiting. See, perfectly ripe. So I've just been like waiting for them to ripen. I don't know if they'll ever ripen. I don't know if this is like considered ripe. I don't know what they look like inside, and I'm scared to like find out. Hi, can I please get spaghetti carbonara?
Yeah.
Thank you. Skincare. So I start with this. Start with this one. And then we do this one. So like it's mousse, and so you just get like 2 mousses and then put on your face. After you dry your face, your face has to be dry, and then you put 2 mousses on your face. And then you like mousse it up. And then just like let it mousse for like as long as possible. Like let it mousse for like at least 30 seconds. Just allow it to mousse. And then when you finish moussing it, you wash it off. And then we do this one. Like so. And this one is Korean. It's like water-based moisturizer. It's actually affordable. It only costs like $20 or something, like 20 Australian dollars for a whole tube, compared to like $50 or something outrageous for some other water-based moisturizers. And it's like light and it's perfect. And then finally we use this one by Rode, like so. And there you go. And that's the whole day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.